Hey everybody, welcome back to Martha's MS stem cell story. I want to do a follow-up video coming back from the Holy Land. I was there for about 10 days and I did a couple of videos kind of showing you how I was preparing to maintain my ketogenic diet. So I want to do a follow-up and let you know how things went. First of all, we had the most amazing guide, and when I told him what my dietary restrictions were, I never had to worry about it after that. So I did take on the flight the summer sausage and the cheese, and that worked out fine because I just, whatever was left, I threw it away before we got into Tel Aviv. So, but I also, for the trip, I packed almonds, maple cinnamon pecans, peanut butter, some dark chocolate. I'll do like 72% dark because I can work that into my macros and my carbs without it throwing me out of ketosis. I think that's it. Oh, I made chocolate peanut butter fat bombs, and actually this is how I traveled with it. Put in a Ziploc bag and everything. So everything in this can sit out at room temperature. So I froze it before I left, and by the time I got there it was thawed room temperature, so it was all good. So so my diet did well until we came back, because I did all that preparation for on my way there, while I was there, and I didn't plan for anything for the plane trip home. So pretty much for 24 hours, all I had was water and pecans. So needless to say, I was a little bit hungry by the time I got home. So I did check, use the little pea sticks to check and see if I was still in ketosis when I got home, and I was not. I didn't really worry about that too much because I really feel like if I truly was out of ketosis, it happened within the last day or two. And I feel like that if I was out of ketosis, it was because I had too much protein, not because I had too many carbs. So anyways, I was not in ketosis, so the very next day I just jumped right back into my diet. I don't know if you've ever kind of paid attention to like the macronutrients in eggs, but the egg yolk itself has the perfect ratio of fat, protein, and carbs for a ketogenic diet. So what I did the first couple of days for breakfast, I fried 2 egg yolks and 2 tablespoons of butter. So that got me quite a bit of fat really quickly. So by the second day I was in ketosis, and I've checked a couple more times, and the little purple stick keeps getting more and more purple, so I guess I'm doing okay. The other thing, I did weigh myself when I got home, and I was 136. I think I was 133 when I left, but for some reason, ever since I traveled to Panama, when I travel on an airplane, my legs swell. So I did wear compression socks on the flight, but they're still swollen when I got home. So I really wasn't worried about what the number on the scale said. I did weigh this morning, and I was back down to 133, which tells me that's what it was. It was fluid, you know, just from the swelling and being bloated and stuff from traveling. So I was gone for 10 days on a pilgrimage / some people could call it a vacation. I didn't gain weight. So that's a huge, huge plus. Looking at my list of things I wanted to talk about. Well, fitness. I had been walking and doing CrossFit twice a week before I left. And while we were there, we averaged about 8,000 steps a day. One day we actually walked 16,000 steps. And it wasn't just flat ground. In fact, most of it was not flat ground. It was upstairs, downstairs, over thresholds that were, you know, huge. We climbed up the side of a mountain. We climbed back down, cobblestone, all of that. So it was a pretty decent workout. Not to mention just handling my luggage whenever I needed to. Let me look at my list here. So I guess that covers all of my topics I wanted to for coming back. I want to say after I got back, my legs started hurting. It's something I haven't had to deal with since a few weeks after I got back from Panama. So that kind of concerned me for a moment, but I'm hoping that it was kind of like a mild keto flu as my body was getting back into ketosis. And I realized that I had been doing all this physical activity, walking and working out before I went, and then walked so much while we were there. And for a few days, I was just kind of sedentary. So I decided yesterday that I was gonna go walk 3 miles. So I hate walking on the treadmill. I hate walking on the track. To me, it's so boring, even if I'm listening to music. So what I did was, our town has the downtown area is historic. So we're talking like brick streets, um, stairs, steps, curbs, tons of acorns on the ground right now. So the terrain yesterday morning was very much like what I had been doing in the Holy Land, and I'm going to go to Italy again next year. So I'm thinking that's going to be a good option for me for training, so to speak, so that I am physically fit enough to do whatever we're going to do on that trip. So I guess I'll wrap it up and tell you what I always tell you, and that is like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then find me on Facebook at Martha's MS Stem Cell Story. Y'all have a great day.